Hello and welcome back. This will be episode 4 of Old School RuneScape Ironman. And you are joining me today here in Ardoin, and we actually just got a Book of Knowledge. You get this from the exam random event. And we're going to slap that sucker on our blower. Let's go. 420 blaze it. Give me that level. So what are we going to be doing this episode? Well, basically what we're going to be doing this episode is getting a shit ton of quest points. So over here, I have a list, and on this list we have every single quest that we can do right now, plus 3 quests that we cannot yet do, but we only need level 10 in. So for Tourist Trap we need 10 fletching, for Eyes of Glafri we need 5 construction, for Tower of Life we need 10 construction. So all of these are doable with minimum actual skilling to actually do them. So once I actually knock all of them out, we will have 37 more quest points. Additionally, we will have access to Rune Plate Body from Dragon Slayer, which will be fantastic once we actually do regular Slayer, not necessarily just with dragons, right? Horror for the Deep, when we actually get to all the pages to fill out a God Book, it'll let us access a God Book, which is fantastic. In Search of the Mire Queue is required to advance some of the quests in Mauritania, and will eventually lead to us getting a shortcut to Barrows, which will be fantastic. Monkey Madness we need for Dragon Scimitar. Mountain Daughter has Prayer, XP. I mean, all of these are good quests. Shiloh Village especially, because I want to do fishing fairly soon for heroes. So Shiloh Village will give us a good place to fish and bank. I'm really excited to get all these done. So the first one we're doing right now, just randomly, I decided to do Tribal Totem. It's going to take us all of about 5 minutes. I see all of this together probably taking us about 6 hours, if I had to guess. I'll try to keep track and let you know. There's Tribal Totem done. Seriously, Leo, this is not the time. I'm quest boss, dude. Quest boss, Leo. There is Icthlorin's Little Helper complete, bringing us up to 115 quest points. I've done 3 quests so far out of the 20 that I wanted to do. There's 43 thieving as well, excellent. And woodcutting 51, interesting. Anyways, that is 3 out of the 20 quests I want to do so far. It took me about an hour and 10 minutes. Probably could have done it a little bit faster, but I was a little distracted. So at that rate, probably going to take us somewhere in the range of 8 to 10 hours to actually do all these. Obviously, some are harder than these. So I decided to come knock out this vampire task, and it's kind of a mess. It's actually really hard to do with my stats at this level, but you can do it pretty safely if you have magic arranged, because you can find places that they actually can't hit you. But it's pretty much impossible to actually go over towards the where they're actually found and fight them if you're trying to safe spot them, because there's leeches everywhere and the leeches will just attack you. Everything in this area has a huge wander range where they'll just kind of try to find things to hit you. So it can be kind of a mess trying to actually safe spot these things. It is possible, but trying to set it up and keep it set up when there's so many creatures that wander just everywhere, it can be quite annoying. So thankfully this is our last one. We did get some pretty good drops out of this. We got a lot of Vampire Dust, which is used in Herblore, which is nice. It's a secondary for a couple potions. I don't even remember what it's a secondary for, but it's for 1 or 2 potions that we might find useful. Let's see if I can get this guy trapped properly. Come here. No, he's gonna run. Okay, but we did get 1 Limpwort, 1 Rainer, and 1 Irit Seed, which will be nice when we're actually farming for herbs. So I can probably just plant the Rainer now. I think we have the level for it. Anyways, I will see you in the next one. Alright, just managed to knock out the Abyss Maniquist just for fun, and we got 9 root crafting level out of that. A 2 construction. First level on a long road. 15 construction coming in hot. Build a workshop. Alright, and repair bench, cool. So I decided to pick up a new Slayer task to try to get our stats up a little bit before we go for Elvarg, and we just got Cockatrice, which is actually amazing, because those have pretty decent XP. They give some pretty decent drops, and they really drop medium clues fairly frequently, so let's go kill some Cockatrice. So after killing literally 2 Cockatrices, we actually got a clue scroll, and it ended up here in Zia. And after 3 clues, we get the reward casket. What do we got? And nothing special. Addy legs, addy axe, mine runes. Alright, we're just about to hit 42 strength. We actually just hit 44 hit points, and we're 40 XP away from picking up our next level in prayer as well. Yeah, 50 XP. So Cockatrice getting some levels for us. Doing well. There's 26 Slayer, and if we bury these bones, pulling up 36 prayer as well. Guys, no fucking way. We just got a Cockatrice head on our first task. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is a 1 in 1,000 drop chance. killed less than, like 40. We've killed 40 cockatrice, and we got a 1 in 1,000 drop. That's wild. There is 43 strength. We are chugging right along here. This is looking great. One thing I think might help with our fight against the dragon is that we actually have an amulet of accuracy on right now. We can go steal from ham chests until we get a ruby amulet and make ourselves an amulet of strength and get strong. Alright, 27 Slayer. Hell yeah. Just got a genie. Let's slap that on Herblore. Hell yeah. I'm getting pretty close to 30, and once we get 30 we can do all the easy achievement diaries and get like 20-some thousand Herblore XP. Just easy. So let's do it. And I just missed it, but we did just pick up 28 Slayer. Next good hit should get us a strength level. After that, probably going to get to like 47 strength, 48 maybe, and then we're going to switch to defense and get up to like 45, 46 defense. I don't know why, I just feel like switching to defense for a bit. Slayer task complete, let's go see what Venica has for us next. There it is, finally, after long last, 30 Herblore, hell yeah. So now every time we do a achievement diary, at least the easy ones, we can use them on Herblore to boost it up really fast. It's going to be 2,500 XP each one, times, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus the Ardoin one because I lost it like an idiot. So 10. So we're looking at 25,000 Herblore XP. And there we go. Got ourselves a strength amulet. So I decided to do a Soul's Bane real quick because it's close by. I have all the requirements for it, and it gives a little bit of attack, defense, and strength XP, I believe, and possibly some hit points. And there's a lot of weird quests in RuneScape, but this is by far one of the stranger ones. This kid basically like runs away from home, and he like falls down a rift, and then he creates this dungeon from his mind or some shit. I don't know, it's very confusing. I'm like 3/4 of the way done with it, but it's a mess, man. Yeah, you don't really get anything like good out of this quest, but I figured I'd do it. It's basically a free quest point, and you need it for Varrock Medium Diaries, so why not? Soul's Bane complete. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Old School RuneScape. We are currently on the way to the Agility Pyramid. I'm going to be running the pyramid from 55 to 60 Agility. I don't know exactly how many this is going to be, but I'm guessing it's probably going to put us in the range of 60 trips, which will be a cool 600k. Obviously, you know, that's just a guess. Your XP varies based on how many, fails you have, and you also get XP at the end based on your current level, so you could actually increase quite a bit. But we're going to see how far it goes, see how much money we get, and after we hit 60, I'm actually going to go do the easy and medium Candor and hard Candor and diaries. So once those are done, we will have 10% more Marks of Grace from the Seers course, and at level 60 agility we'll be able to access the Seers course. And then we're basically just going to run 60 to 70 agility there and get our first long-term goal out of the way. I'm really hype, let's get to it. There's just something about doing the pyramid that makes it way more fun than other agility training. I think it's probably just the promise of a reward, because like if you do the rooftop ones, right, you get the Marks of Grace, which are great because they're really useful for the Graceful set, and you can use them later for other stuff, and it's fun. But each time you pick it up, you're just like, oh yeah, one more, great, fantastic. Every time you do a agility pyramid, like the full run, you get 10k. You're like, damn, look at that, making bank. So I don't know, I just like getting paid to run around and shit. Hey, we just picked up 56 agility, which is fantastic. We've done 6 laps, including the one we just finished, and unfortunately, I think I'm actually going to have to cut my agility run short. First of all, because our water skins are not lasting as long as I would want them to. Second of all, because we're basically out of food. I've got like 20 more mackerels in the bank, and that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do real quick is do Shiloh Village, and then we are going to fly fish from there until I actually hit 53 fishing. 53 fishing being a requirement for Heroes Quest, which is one of our longer term goals that we're working towards, and that will also hopefully give us enough fish to get to 53 cooking as well, which is also a Heroes Quest requirement and will benefit us greatly when working on RFD. And then that'll put us at like, I want to say like 1,200 fish. I don't even know. I literally just pulled that number straight out of my ass. But it'll give us a bunch of fish, and that will help us with a variety of activities between Slayer and agility and questing and whatever. So I'm gonna knock out one more run. We're going to go buy a shit ton of feathers and then do Shiloh Village. Alright, I've decided what we're going to do next. We're going to go to Shiloh Village, 53 fishing and cooking for heroes requirements. Then we're going to knock out Dragon Slayer, which should be fairly easy with our stats and with better food. Probably fish up like an inventory or two of lobsters just to make sure that fight is really easy. We kind of almost had it last time we fought, and our stats have improved significantly since then, as has our Amulet of Strength, which should make this fight pretty simple. Following that, we're going to do 60 agility at the agility pyramid to make some dollars. Then we will do all easy diaries to get a whole bunch of Herblore XP. The reason being that we want to do the Kandarin medium diaries before we actually grind from 60 to 70 agility at Sears Village rooftop course. And the reason for that is once we do Kandarin medium diaries, we'll actually have 10% more marks of grace while we're doing the Sears course. So, in order to do that, we need 48 Herblore, 40 ranged, 50 fletching. We need to do the Fremennik Trials and the Bar Crawl. Bar Crawl should be pretty easy. Fremennik Trials will be a little challenging, but once we actually knock out these stats, it will be pretty easy. Honestly, the hardest thing is going to be 48 Herblore. Now, we're going to do all of the easy diaries onto Herblore. So that's going to be 25,000 XP, which is going to put us at 40,000. So that's going to be slightly under like 41 if I had to guess. So I'm not really sure how we're going to get the rest of it. Probably from Slayer if I had to guess. We're probably going to do farming and Slayer to get the rest of the herbs to level that up. Anyways, let's go ahead and do Shiloh Village. There's Shiloh Village quest completed. Oh, that actually got us a crafting level. How about that? Alright, let's begin the grind to 53 fishing. 39 fishing. 40 fishing. There's 41 fishing. 42 fishing coming in hot. Pulling in 43 fishing, these levels are just flying by. There's 44. 45 fishing. 46 fishing coming in hot. 48 fishing, 5 levels to go. Made it to 49. Just got a random event that netted us 5 cut emeralds, pretty dope, and we have a clue bottle. Let's see where we're going. Ooh, coordinate clue. That is... yeah, we can go there. Let's do it. Really wishing we had about 1,000 more magic XP right now so we could just teleport directly to our Doin, but you know, no big deal. No big deal. We'll get it. Okay. The next part of the clue brought us here. The answer is 3,150. Next clue takes us to the Tower of Life. Well, as it so happens, I have a real quick way to the Tower of Life. So as it turns out, we weren't actually going to the Tower of Life. We are going right here. So let's grab the clue and swing on back. And this is actually a easy task in Karanja, so 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Alright, where are we going? Rock me. This is our 4th step on the clue. It'd be really convenient actually if we finished it here because that would let us take the glider back to Shiloh. Alright, Kareem, what you got? Little problem, huh? Challenge scroll. What you got? 16 kebabs, eat 1 myself, share the rest equally between 3 friends. How many do they each have? 5. Bingo. Oh, casket. Amulet of Power, and a U short bow. No way. I think we actually need this for Temple of Ikov. That's fantastic. Man, what a nice clue. Turns out we did actually need that U bow for Temple of Ikov, so we are super lucky to have just randomly picked that up in our clue scroll. That's our 2nd medium clue. That's so lucky. There is 50 fishing. Can now try harpooning swordfish. Fantastic. We only have 3 more levels to go for heroes, which is absolutely amazing. I'm going to go hit the gym. It's about to close. I need to go get my workout on, and I will be back for the last 3 levels, and then we'll start cooking. Back from the gym, got myself a nice shower, decided to start fishing again while I do some homework, and damn, we made it to 51. I think we're probably going to knock out 53 within an hour. It's looking great, guys. Hey, we made it to 53 fishing. Fantastic. We still have 270 feathers left, so I'm going to go ahead and fish these out because I still have a bit of homework to do. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to start cooking. So I decided to take a very short break and work on an RFD requirement. We actually need 42 crafting in order to make a fishbowl, which you need for the one of the RFD mini quests. So I figured I'd go ahead and knock it out. We're coming up on it pretty much next inventory, and then we'll be good to go. So what I did for this is I actually bought a whole bunch of buckets of sand and soda ash from charter crew members, which you can find in a variety of places. There's some here in Port Phasmatis, which is one of the better ways to actually get it, because a lot of people go to the other really well-known location, which is Port Khazard. Port Khazard is really good because there's a bank deposit box like right next to the charter crew members, so you can just deposit like a whole bunch of it. They have 10 each, and they're like base stock, but you can world hop and get a bunch. So this took me a while because I kind of did it during a time when a lot of other people were doing it. There's 42 crafting coming in, awesome. So if you do it in like off hours, like middle of the night or middle of the day, either one, like during a weekday, you can probably pick up like 1,000, like 1,200 of each per hour. But for me, it literally took me like an hour to pick up like 600 of each. So thankfully, we're done with this. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the crafting, and then we'll go back to agility. And there is 58 agility. We have just made it up to pyramid 13 times since I started, and we're going to make it for 14 before we actually have to turn back and get some more water skins and food. So I took a short break from our agility pyramid grind to actually go ahead and do some smithing. I bought up about 300 steel bars worth of materials and just went ahead and smithed those and turned pretty much all of them into arrow tips, and we were just pulling out 42 smithing from that, and it's actually really close. We only have like 10 more bars left to go. But I decided to do this first of all just to kind of like take a short break from agility because it was kind of wearing on me, and second of all because we need some steel items to actually do in Search of the Mire queue. So I actually knocked out the rest of those as well. You need like some swords, a dagger, a warhammer, some other stuff as well. So I just went ahead and smithed all that, and it got us basically to 4,000 arrow tips. Now, as soon as we can get up to the fletching level to actually make steel arrows, this is probably going to get us somewhere to around 40, I would want to guess. I don't know. It's completely pulled out of my butt. I have no idea how far it's going to get us, but we'll see. So, see you in the next clip. Alrighty, we have 4,100 feathers, 4,035 steel arrow tips, and just under 400 arrow shafts. Probably going to take me about half an hour to actually chop up enough wood and then fletch it to make the arrow, headless arrows in order to actually make arrows. But I don't think I'm going to have 30 fletching, which you actually need to make steel arrow tips into steel arrows at that point. So most likely what I'm going to do is chop down some oaks and just make some oak longbows, just the uncut ones, and probably just drop those. They're not worth that much. And I'll just do that until I hit 30 and then make arrows until we're done with the arrows. Well, I just missed it like an idiot, but we did just hit 60 agility, which is absolutely amazing. We can use the Sears course. I think I'm just going to finish up this lap and probably head straight there, because as much as I love getting paid off the agility pyramid, it is kind of slow. The experience isn't that bad, but Sears is much better, and I cannot wait to finish off the Graceful set. It's going to help so much with farming and a bunch of other skills. It's going to be especially useful when I train rune crafting, because what I'll probably do is, with the Graceful set bonus, you regen your run energy 30% faster if you're standing still. Now, if you're just doing normal rune crafting, that probably isn't going to help you much because you're going to be moving pretty much the entire time. But what you can do is you can combo rune crafting with something else, say like herblore, and kind of chill and bank until your run energy is close to full, and then because you're running the whole time as opposed to walking half the distance, you're probably still getting about the same, probably a little less, but close to the same rune crafting experience that you would otherwise. And you also get a whole bunch of like herblore, a whole bunch of fletching, whatever else you're doing while you're standing in your bank waiting for your energy to regen. So that's going to be fantastic. Alright, we just killed a vulture, which is the first task of several that we have to do to knock out the easy desert tasks. And the reason I'm doing the desert tasks first is that one of the rewards from the desert tasks is that you can kill goats and billy goats, and they will drop their horns, but their horns will be noted, which means that it's very easy to collect quite a few of them as opposed to just getting like one inventory, running back, one inventory, running back. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and knock out the easy diaries here, and then we're going to train up to 30 range, just using the gear setup that I have on, nothing special really. And once we get up to 30 range, we'll be able to do big chompy bird hunting, which is a requirement for RFD, and it's also a requirement for our next set of diaries. So let's go ahead and knock out the desert ones and kill some goats. Alright, that's all the desert easy task done. Let's go get our reward. Alright, here goes nothing. We're gonna try and kill Agrith Nar without protection prayers. It's probably gonna go horribly. Got some pies that I saved from Nature Spirit Quest. Let's see how it goes. Well, I fucked up. Couldn't get the demon. Got him really close. He only had about probably like 10 health left, maybe 5 even. And I went up and smacked him with Silverlight, and he did not die. And he just refused to die. I kept getting him down to like 3 health, like 2 health, and then he would like almost kill me, so I'd have to run away. And then I just could not land the final blow. So we ran out of food. I was trying to risk it, but I just didn't think it was worth it. So I decided to just go ahead and bail. Used my Ardoin cloak to teleport out, and I'm gonna go ahead and get some lobsters because lobsters heal more than salmon do. Go ahead and get probably like 2 full inventories of lobsters, and then we'll go do Dragon Slayer, which will give us some strength and defense XP. Hopefully, let us smack that demon around a little easier. And then I think I'm going to do Spirits of the Elid, which will give us some prayer XP and possibly boost us high enough to actually have Protect from Magic. If we have Protect from Magic, that fight is trivial, because you can stand literally like 1 or 2 squares away from him, and he just will use his magic attack over and over, not close to melee distance. So that's the plan right now. Just real quick, get some lobsters, cook some lobsters, go kill a dragon, do Spirits of the Lid, and then go back for Agrith Nar. Let's do it. Alright, come here, you son of a bitch. Round 2. Alright, here's round 2 with Agrith Nar. Let's see if we can do it. Fuck! I forgot Silverlight! I'm so bad! Alright, I went and literally killed 8 dragons. Now we have 37 prayer, which gives us Protect from Magic. We should be able to kill this Agrith Nar bastard now. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. This time we got him. This time we got him for sure. We did it! We fucking did it. Alright, slap this on ranged, and there we go. 1 quest point, Dark Light, 10,000 ranged XP gets us to 31 ranged, which is all we need for big chompy bird hunting. Let's go do it. Alright, we've done everything for big choppy bird hunting. Let's turn that shit in. There we go, look at that. Bunch of XP. 57 cooking, was not expecting that honestly. And there we go, that's another RFD requirement out of the way. Alright y'all, with a lot of trial and error, we did finally manage to take out 2 bosses this episode. We took out Elvarg for the the Rune Plate Body, and we took out Agrith Nar to get the Dark Light, which is fantastic. We also got 10,000 range experience and a range level from Big Chompy Bird Hunting, which puts us at total level 888 at 1.5 million XP. So far, so good. I'm actually on my way to get a Slayer task from Vanica right now, just because we finished our last one. We haven't got a new one yet. After that, I'm going to do all the easy diaries, and I'm going to do the bar crawl, and next time I see you, we'll be knocking out Fermenting Trials. So thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next episode.